Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Cleveland Browns. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. That time. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 23 yards on the play.
Was looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that. But you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. C.J. Prosise, an 11-yard touchdown, and the Browns have taken the early lead. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Here we go, let's go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes were being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Here's Foles. He finds Beckham complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
He's going to get it running right. Oh, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jeremy Hill, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. Sturgis adds the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Hurry up, hurry up. Hey, check 26.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Hey, check 26.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here we go. 58. Gun.
On play action, Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, check 26. Zoom.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A very solid gain of 27.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Let's go! Go with 5-3! Go with 5-3!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Here we go. Let's go. Hey, silent one.
Now Foles. They set up the screen to Hill. He's still there. There goes Jeremy Hill. The 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jeremy Hill Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Now Sturgis on to add the extra point. Sturgis for the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you got to circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also, they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Sliding out of the pocket. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Rodgers now on first down. And this will be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, we're out of time to change things. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And Jones has it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That one goes for 24 yards. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Flushed out right. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Rodgers again now. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Hey, check 26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he's brought down after a good gain. And give him a gain of 37. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And some room to work. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened.
They'll set up a throw. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They run. It's Hill. And some room to maneuver. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They go screen. This is Ingram. And Hill running right through it. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Mark Ingram, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action here on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Foles. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And the Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Whitney merciless. In there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. An NFL update there in the second quarter in Baltimore. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And the third quarter starts with a run by Ingram. So he got free at one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Purple 64.
He'll look to throw. Caught left side. It's Beckham. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Here we go. Easy. Be alert. Hey, Silver.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Let's go. We go. Purple 64.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Hey, we're not going 626. 319.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Looking downfield for Jones. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On play action, it's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. It's caught. Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Bring up.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. On play action, Rodgers ducks into the ground over the middle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go. Go. Come here. Hey, 7 goals.
On 2nd down, Hill. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Foles. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one goes for 24 yards. On play action. Now Rodgers. Gets it to Gordon. Still going. They can't stop him. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Rodgers now on first down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Grady Jarrett getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Rodgers to throw on second down. Steps away to his left. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Here's Rodgers, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, Silver, Silver, Silver.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Hey, let's go! Sound goal. Under, under, under. Great, 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 great. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Zebra, zebra, zebra. Great, 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 great.
Here's Foles. Escaping the pressure right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. The Steelers on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Hey, where y'all going?
On second down, here's Rodgers. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
That's right.
Now a play fake here on first down. Caught, right side, Gresham. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Kicked off near the 32. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Now the pitch comes to Ingram. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Second down. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now back to throw. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll go as just a 15-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide?
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Shaquille Barrett in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw on 2nd down, Rodgers. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Rodgers now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Room to run past midfield. Completes it right side to Dodson. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. He's got his man. This is Dodson. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Rodgers to throw once more. Forced out to his left. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Aaron Rodgers. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Here we go. Go with 5-3.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Turbo 64.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. Room here to run. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They run it again with Hill. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Under.
On 2nd down now, Hill, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Be alert.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Pittsburgh, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us